Hello everyone. This lesson is about the windmill. It's a tactic that we could use to win multiple pieces in a position. And it is by using a discover check over and over. So for example, here we can, with a discover check, capture a pawn. Now, the black king can move only to g8. We can reset the discover check with a check from g7. And now, again, we can use this to capture another piece. And again, we will reset the position and capture another piece. It's important to mention that we can do the windmill only when our opponent's king has limited moves to do, because if, for example, here the black king is only moving on g8 and h8, but if the black king could just escape to f8 at any moment, then we wouldn't be able to reset the position and win different pieces. And finally, we can use the discovered check to win the black queen in this position. Let's see another example of a windmill. Here we are going to set up the windmill, and we're starting with moving our bishop to f6. And here, okay, we are attacking the black queen as well. So if black queen captures our queen, now we can have the windmill. Here, there's a check. And again, we just set up for a discovered check. We're going to use this, of course. We just won a pawn, and we can just do a discovered check and capture back our queen. We will have won an extra pawn. But of course, we can use this windmill to capture more pieces. Let's say we can start by capturing a second pawn. That's a discovered check. Only move for the black king again is g8. Another check. We are resetting the position and capturing the bishop as well. And now, finally, we can also get our queen back, and we will have won an extra bishop and two pawns in this windmill. Let's see another example. Here, again, we will set up for a windmill, but we are a lot of material behind as white, so we need to be careful, because at any moment, if black can sacrifice a piece, let's say even the queen, if we do such a check, black can just sacrifice the queen for the rook and bishop, and black will have much more material and easily win this game. So here, let's see. We can set up for the windmill if we check from h6. Only move for black king is to g8. And now, here it is. If we check from g7, black can only move on f8, g8, f8, g8. And we're going to use that to win different pieces. Here, we just captured a pawn with a discovered check. Black's only move is to g8. Another check. We reset the position, and we're winning a second pawn. Black king is moving away. That's another check. We're winning a third pawn. Now, okay, we can simply capture the queen, but then we're so much material behind that just capturing the queen here is not enough. If we capture the queen, black captures back our rook, black will still have more material, and black will be winning in this position. So we need to win much more than just the queen here. And we can do this with another tactic. We can stop the windmill here, and we can sacrifice the bishop on f7, because here we're attacking the queen, and the king only move for black is to capture with a queen. And now we can capture the rook on a8 with a check. If the queen blocks from f8, of course, that's a checkmate. So black's only move is to move the queen to e8 in order for the king to have an escape square on f7. And we get the second rook as well. And here we do have more material, and we did win enough material to win this game. Okay, let's see another example. In this example, again, we need to set up for a windmill. At the same time, we need to be careful about black's checkmating threat on g2. So we can start with sacrificing our queen by capturing the black rook on g5, at the same time keeping an eye on the g2 square. And now when black captures, we have already set up for a windmill, because in this position, black king can only move to h7. And there it is. We can use this discovered check to win. Let's start with a pawn. Here, black king can move to g8 or g7, but it really doesn't matter, because no matter where the king moves, we're going to reset the discovered check again and capture a piece. Black king moves to g7 or g8. We reset the position and capture another piece here again. So it's important, again, to notice that the black king's moves are limited. If we weren't controlling the f file and the black king could just move to the f file, then black wouldn't be stuck in this windmill and wouldn't lose so much material. But now we capture another pawn. We just won 2 bishops, 2 pawns, and finally we will be able to get back our queen, having more material and of course being able to win this game. Let's see one more example. In this example, our bishop is in place, and all we need to do is bring the rook, and here it is. This move is a very good move, rook to c7, attacking the queen that's pinned. So here, if black shouldn't lose the queen, they should capture our queen. And here it is. We can start setting up for the discovered check, capture a bishop. Another discovered check, and capture the pawn that's on h7, and then capture also the queen. Now, it's important to mention that we need to be careful when we are capturing with a windmill, capturing pawns, okay? And especially if we will capture a pawn that's blocking our opponent's rook. For example, here, if we capture the pawn that's on a7, it's not going to be so good because at one moment, this can affect our windmill. Here, for example, when we check and the king moves away, and we will get our queen back, here black can simply capture our bishop, and of course we have to capture the queen here, and black is capturing another pawn. We just lost the bishop and the pawn when we didn't have to. So what we can do is we can leave the pawn that was blocking the black rook, not capture that pawn on a7, just leave it there and just capture the pawn that's on h7 and get back our queen.